This is the Cronometer app. I would say this is by far the best free app to track all of your food intake on. So on here, you'll just add a few things like your sex, your birth date, your height and weight, and that's just to help determine your caloric needs. The next part on here is your activity level. So for most athletes, you're going to be either lightly active or moderately active. If you're a cross country runner or you run marathons and things like that, you might be very active. But for the average football, baseball player, basketball, you're probably going to be moderately active or lightly active. Then you're just going to put your goal weight in there, what your weight is that you want to be at. Then you're going to set a goal rate. So for most people, I would recommend you stay about a pound a week. So if you're trying to gain weight, obviously gain a pound a week. Trying to lose weight, lose a pound a week. This is going to help you keep a manageable goal, but still reach it in a good amount of time. This is your goal overview. So it's going to give you a forecast of when you're going to reach your goal. It's also down here your energy targets, just how many calories you're going to eat every day. And then this daily surplus. This surplus will put you at about a pound a week. Obviously, if you were looking to lose weight, this would be a energy deficient on here. Then you're just going to fill out a few more things to make your account. Once you've logged in, this diary page is kind of like your home page. But the first thing I want to talk about is the More button in the bottom right corner. So once you click that, you'll come to this page. You're going to want to click Targets, and then you can hit Weight Goal, and this is going to take you back to some of that information you originally logged in. So if some of your goals change, you want to gain more weight or want to lose weight, you can change that on here. The next thing to click is the macro and energy targets. On here, you can change your macro goals, so protein, carbs, and fat. So this is not a bad option to start with. If you wanted to and you were in season, you could change your carbs to a little higher percentage to 60 and lower the fat and the protein to 20. But also maybe if you wanted to keep that protein higher, if you were recovering from an energy or you're just trying to really add some muscle, keeping that protein at 30% and lowering the carbs to 50 and the fat to 20, like it originally was. Going back to this home diary page, you'll see the very top where it says today. There is a calendar, so if you need to go back and add food from a different day, you can very easily do that on the calendar part of this. Just below that, up at the top, you'll see your calorie goal for the day on the right side, and you'll also see how much protein, carb, and fat you have consumed and the percentages of that. And there's also some vitamin and mineral information as well. Down here at the bottom, this plus symbol is how you add food from what you've eaten for the day. The easiest way to do that is scan food. So most food has a barcode on there, and this app allows you to just scan the food. You can also just search food by clicking the apple icon and then just typing in whatever food you looked for. So like, for example, a banana, and it'll ask you the amount, the serving size, and then what meal you had it with, so breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or if it was a snack. And from there, it will give you lots of information, so how much protein and carb and fat that meal or food was, and then other information too as far as vitamins and minerals on that food or meal. So going back to this diary page, you'll see up at the top in the right corner that your calorie goal for the day has changed since you added something to the food log. The next page, as you slide, you'll see protein, carb, and fat, how much of each of those you've consumed for the day so far. And in the left corner, you'll see where it says targets. There's a little arrow. You can click on that, and it'll take you kind of back to where your protein, carb, and fat goals are. So how much of each macro you're trying to consume on there, and this is where you can also go and change it here as well. Going back again to this diary page, you can see where you've logged all of your meals. On the right side, underneath the Foods tab, that little apple you see there, this is where all your foods will be saved. So you can go on here, see any previous meals or food that you've already logged, any repeat items, so that you don't have to keep putting it in every single time you eat it. One last helpful tip, you don't have to log your meals whenever you eat them. You can always log them in the morning before the day starts or at night after you're done with everything. Just kind of the most convenient time to go ahead and log everything in there is when you should do it.